When Dietrich Bonhoeffer reflected on the meaning of the cross, he concluded, a king who dies on the cross must be the king of a rather strange kingdom. After all, everything about Jesus' life was counter to the kingdom that his contemporaries were expecting. And perhaps, therefore, it's not so unusual that his kingdom would be strange also to modern sensibilities, where the king suffers and dies on a cross in apparent foolish weakness. Paul writes, "For the message of the cross is foolishness to those who are perishing, but to us who are being saved, it is the power of God." To claim that Jesus' death and apparent defeat on the cross could be disguised as the ultimate victory would be very strange thinking indeed. Anyone who looks at the cross as a single screenshot on the monitor of their mind will think that God is not loving or powerful, but cruel and unfeeling. But when we see the cross as part of the whole story of God's love for us, we will see it as a shining tile in the divine mosaic. This tile reveals to us that God is not waiting for us on the other side of suffering. He understands its pain and meets us in the midst of our suffering. We may never know why God allows suffering, but we know that God allows his heart to break as we suffer. To those who do believe, to those who embrace the foolishness, Jesus opens up a new reality that transforms the poverty of our nature by the riches of his grace. The cross may have looked like losing, but really it was winning. Our faith does not rest in human wisdom, but in the power of God. This means we pray daily for this kingdom to come on earth as it is in heaven. It's an invitation for us to take up our cross, the apparent foolishness of it, and the scorn that may come because of it, and confront the world's power with the fact there is a different way of wielding power, defined and characterized by love. The cross is the very power and unrestrained love of God made real in our everyday lives. It's in this light of these truths that we have a key decision to make. Will we live by the premises of the world or the promises of the Word? The closing words of Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple, in his commencement address to the young people at Stanford University were, "Stay hungry, stay foolish." Decoded for Christians, these words remain powerful to shape our day-to-day lives. Stay hungry for God and be foolish when it comes to accepting the weakness of Christ rather than the wisdom of the world.